Back in 2010, we was very blessed and fortunate, to be able to go to Israel. I always longed to go to that country, where Jesus traveled, and in His ministry, and what a blessing that was. To be able to walk in the tracks and the footsteps, where our Lord walked at. But one of the greatest times, of that journey of my life, as we got to go, to the Garden of Gethsemane, and we got to go inside, and begin to pray. I could only imagine, what Jesus felt like. He felt forsaken. He felt alone. He didn't feel like he had anybody. But you know what? The Bible said that, he went a little farther. I don't know about you, but I'm glad he didn't give up. I'm glad that, he was making a journey. He was making a journey, for you and I. You might say, well, where was he headed at? Friend, the Bible said that he walked the earth 33 and a third year, and he went about doing good everywhere that he went. But they come a time that he began to be sorrowful, in his heart. But tonight, I'm glad that he went a little farther. I'm glad that that he didn't give up on me. I didn't give up on you tonight. If you're out there and you're lost and undone, without God, friend, he went a little farther for you also. Oh, my. What a God we're serving. He's real tonight, is he not? Amen. Boy, I feel the Lord in this place. Amen. Hey, you're right, Brother Sam. The Spirit comes on the scene. We get the flesh out of the way. Then God can work. I'm so glad of that tonight. But it's amazing to me. Why we was there in the Garden of Gethsemane. Brother Jonathan. We left here with a heavy burden on our heart. But you know what? I got to lay that burden down. Where Jesus prayed. I don't know about you, but that done something in my life. Friend, I tell you, people, they say in this life here, in this culture that we're living in, they say, why do you want to go to a land, where that Jesus traveled? He's not there. But I tell you what, there's a lot of things there that still represents Him. I'm glad tonight that we can stand here, and say that He went a little bit farther for you and me. But and while we was there on that journey, we was overlooking the Kidron Valley, and between the Kidron Valley and I'm so thankful, for John 3:16, for God so loved the world, that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in Him, should not perish, but have everlasting life. There's one thing about Jesus. He didn't come to condemn the world, but that the world through Him, might be saved. Friend, you think about this. He was going a little farther, for you and me. He could have called them 12 legions of angels to come and get him and take him away. But friend, you know what? He had you and me on His mind. He had you and me on His mind. I'm so glad that He didn't call for them. But I can picture them. When the mob was coming to the Garden of Gethsemane to arrest Him, I believe they could hear the mob coming down that street and, coming into the Garden of Gethsemane to take Him away. But, Jesus told them, He said, now, sleep on now. You need your rest. But you know what? We're living in a time today that people have went to sleep on God. They don't uphold God, anymore. But friend, I want you to know tonight, buddy, it's time, Jonathan, that we hold up the blood-stained banner. It's time that we present this gospel to a lost and dying world, that men and women can be saved. Oh, my goodness. I was thinking about old D.L. Moody today. I was thinking about he won a whole city for Christ one time. He did. In his day and time, but he preached Jesus to them. They come to him one time. They said, D.L., we'd like to have a Sunday night service. And he said, well, under one condition, we'll have a Sunday night service. And they said, well, what is that? He said, if all you Christians just stay home and pray. That's what we need today. We need somebody to pray. We need somebody to get a hold of God. Friend, we in the last days. It's time that we reach out to a lost and dying world. But you know who won D.L. Moody to Christ? An old Sunday school teacher by the name of Kimball. He led him to Christ. But an old Sunday school teacher, he walked into an old shoe store one day. And boy, he began to recognize Christ in his life, and he began to witness to old D.L. Moody, and he began to tell him about Jesus. And he found Christ to be real in his life. You never know when the next sinner that gets saved, they may be a next Billy Graham. You don't never know what God's got in store. God's got the plan, and we just got to follow God's plan. But Jesus went a little far.